Hello, guys. We have a special guest for you today. That's Keith, Vintage Sports Flips. Hello, guys. We have.
Oh, what's up, everyone? How's it going? I hear an echo. Is that on my?
I
It's
know.
probably not mine.
That was me. I corrected it.
Okay, no worries. I wasn't sure if it was I was messing it up. But yeah, how's it going? Well, excited to be on. I try to listen to every week when I'm doing some work in the warehouse. I'm sort of in and out, but excited to be on.
Now, we are happy to have you. We also have Lori-Happypicker.
And I'm happy to be here too.
We have Triple R Collections.
What's up, guys?
And who's not with us today is Chad, the Quirkypicker. He's driving in Ohio. So say hi to him, and we'll see him again next week.
Yeah, he said he's driving through some rain.
Yes.
Ah, really?
Rain right now.
So Keith, you're a co-host in Buy It All podcast.
Correct.
I love it. I watch it every week.
Thank you.
So for those out there who don't know much about you, tell us how you got started in reselling, and just tell us what you're doing now.
Sure, absolutely. So yeah, I got reselling more because I was a collector back in the day. I would I'm gonna fix my camera a little bit. Back when I'm a Philadelphia Eagles collector, anything like vintage Eagles cards, memorabilia, game used items, clothing. And I would go to auctions all the time, and there might have like one Eagles bobblehead in a box of 100 things. And I would buy that box and I would sell the stuff and get my Eagle stuff for free. And that's sort of how I built both my collection and then turned that into, 10,000 listing business and part-time. I have a full-time job. But I've been doing that since I was in college. I think 2000, somewhere right around the year 2000, I started reselling initially just to build my collection, but then really maybe 10 to 15 years ago really took off and more of a part-time business. Specializing in sports, I delve in a little bit of all categories. Antiques, I sell in antique shops in Pennsylvania, vintage clothing, other than sports, ephemera, you name it, I sort of deal with it. But sports is my passion and what I'm most knowledgeable about.
Well, Keith, I give it to you. Watching you have a full-time job, you resell, you do the booths, and you list a ton of stuff. It always seems like you have so much energy. How do you get all that energy? Really? Tell us.
That's a battle with caffeine. Like right now I have a little Celsius over here I'm working on. So, I'm just constantly caffeinated. Yeah, and then I caffeinate enough to like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, I gotta like come down and I drink some Benadryl. That's like I don't suggest that, but that's how I function. That I like caffeinate myself to get all the things I need to do done, and then I, Benadryl it up in the evening. So it's not great
you're highly efficient at what you do.
Yeah.
I wish I had that much energy. I could, I would be well off.
That's a lot for part-time for sure.
Yeah, I don't really, I don't take much downtime really to relax. A little bit occasionally. Eagles games, if I'm out with family or something, I'll do that. But if it's like, if I'm home and we're even watching a TV show with my wife, I'm probably on the sly listing over on my phone or on my computer quietly, so act like I'm paying attention. So you always got to be working.
And that's when I do my cross listing.
Yeah.
I hear your favorite stuff is dead stock.
Dead stock, yeah. That's absolutely. Who doesn't like dead stock?
Yeah. So how much is your wife entwined in the business?
Not very much at all. She less now than even a few months ago because she started working part-time for help. My son's college tuition's coming up very soon, which is no joke. So she started to work again. She hadn't worked for like 15, 20 years. Mm-hmm. And she went back to work. So my Pennants shipping clerk is sort of retired.
Oh, no.
So that hurts. So shipping that's always the challenge for me because I
You should have been paying her more.
I know, right? Yeah. I still try to get her to do it. I was asking her today because I still have some pennants to send out, but she's out food shopping. So, but yeah, she was for a while there. She was listing a lot of pennants for me. She would create drafts, or she would send me the photos, and I would put them up, and then she would ship a lot of them because she sort of categorized them, so it's easier for her to pull the orders because she know where she put stuff, but. But she's really taken a step back from the reselling part of it.
Yeah.
Now, Keith, is there anything in particular that you look for when you're buying a pennant? Like,
good question. I mean, I don't really buy very much modern pennants. I mean, 90s and before is what I try to specialize in. Certain teams I know are going to sell well. But generally, if we're talking non-sport pennants, I saw a lot of non-sport, like travel pennants, like cool graphics, like, maybe animals, like a deer at a stream, or like a bass, a largemouth bass jumping out of a lake. That kind of stuff sells because people like to decorate their cabin with stuff or whatever they may be doing with them. And then like Native American themed pennants, I saw a lot of, like with the Indian chief in the cities, they sell well. So that's the kind of stuff I like. I mean, I sell anything, but that's sort of what I look for.
Yeah.
You said you have booths? You have stuff in booths?
Yeah, me and my dad, we split 7 antique shop booths, and then I have 2 others that I split with another buddy of mine. So we have a ton of inventory out. It's in Adamstown, PA, so it's like the Amish area, but it's sort of an antique capital of Pennsylvania. So
for those who don't know much about booths, and I'm kind of intrigued, and I would like to do that myself. How do you run a successful booth?
Well, I'll say this. I think my dad runs a more successful booth than I do right now, because back when I got started out there, that was like my primary area I was putting stuff. And that changed over time where I built up all these online stores that I have, that I would like pull the best stuff home with me so I could list it online. You're much more bigger audience.
Yeah.
And my quality of stuff in my booths has went down a bit. I still sell a ton, but everything he puts in the booth. So you got to put some quality stuff in there to really have a successful booth. I will say though, I sell a lot of low dollar stuff, like comic books, $3, $4, records. That stuff pays the bills, and then everything else you sell is going to be the profit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's bread and butter.
Bread and butter stuff for sure.
Yeah, bread and butter stuff.
Because people want to go to those stores and take something home, right? They don't want to like spend an hour in a store and come out empty-handed. So if it's like a $5 Madonna cassette, and like, oh, I love Madonna back in the day, they'll pick that up. It's not an expensive purchase. So
about how many items you're selling out a month per spot?
Per spot. Okay, so we're in 3 different shops. We have 4 booths in one, 2 in the second, and 1 in the third. I would say that's tough because I would say like 20 in the one spot, which is like a slower store, maybe 100 in the main store, and then maybe 50 in the other one. So I would say 200-300 items a month out in the shops. Okay. He sells a lot more than me though. Yeah.
Are you selling cards there too?
Very little cards. Very little cards.
I
have some out there. I sell cards online, but I put some in the booth, but more the booth is for me like bigger items that I don't want to have to ship, decorative items. Yeah.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat: ABC Matt, Mo, Pocket Change, Sarah, Den Decor, and Den Decor said he got his start in a booth, and he said it's all about the presentation.
Oh yeah. And I will say a key, and Den Decor probably knows this, but you want to change up your booth. I mean, you go in a lot of antique shops, and those booths, they look the same the last time you were there 10 years ago. You want to like redesign it and move stuff around, which is a challenge when you have 9 spots. It's, I will say 2 are glorified storage. They're a disaster, but 7 are nice. 7 are nice.
So how great is the importance to have new stuff in there often?
I mean, paramount. I mean, I think for me, usually when I put new stuff out, that stuff tends to sell pretty quickly. So yeah, you have regular people that come in, you want to have like a fresh look. If they come in once a week, which happens a lot, that you definitely you don't want to be stagnant.
Right.
Yeah.
We had, well, I should say I had a booth for about 7 years, and changing it up every week. Oh
yeah.
And moving the stuff that's like at eye level and moving it down and getting the stuff up, or just so what your eye sees changes.
Yeah.
When you walk in.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
And that's one place that we could sell Beanie Babies successfully.
Okay.
There's the market for Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
Not big money, but they were always moving. They were always selling. I think, kids are always looking for something that they can.
I
people
think
to
there
bring their
hasn't
kids
been.
in.
Yeah, I think there has been a resurgence in like younger shoppers in antique shops. I do feel like it's a little bit of a dying industry, like the antique shops in general. Like a lot of the shops that I've been in have closed out in that area. So it's not like there's not a big uptick in those stores, but the people that shop are there's younger crowds coming in because I saw a lot of vintage clothing there that I think your average like 60-year-old, and not to knock a 60-year-old, I'll be there soon enough, but they're not buying vintage clothing like the 25-year-olds are.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are
slow
yours
down the
like
time
true?
clock.
Are
What was
your
that?
booths true antique stores, or are they more of like flea markets with a variety of stuff?
Antique shops. They're pure antique shops.
They are.
The one
Okay.
I said is a disaster. That's like an antique market that's open just on Sundays. That it's a flea market. We have indoor flea market booths, but the main stores that I'm in are regular antique shops.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you have any preference in antiques? Do you focus more? Well, I know vintage sports flip.
Yeah.
But do you focus on more vintage sports in the booths, or do you focus on antiques in general?
I think for me it's probably 50-50, sports versus like just antique photography or vintage paintings, and I've sold a little bit of everything out there. So yeah, 50-50. I just things that like catch an eye, like maybe a decorator. A lot of decorators shop in there from New York, and like costume departments. They come from like, the Broadway area, and I've sold to some of those people. So it's just stuff that catches their eye, like a decorative piece or piece hang on the wall somewhere. Restaurants, like the old like TGIF Fridays probably have memorabilia all over the walls.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff
Yeah.
sells. Yeah.
That's cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. So I got a question to ask you. What is your favorite sport of all time? And in that sport, what is your favorite player from pre-1970? And then your favorite player from 70 to now?
Okay. Well, definitely football. I mean, I'm football first, a huge Eagles fan. I love all sports. Philly 4-for-4 guy. I know Ray's wearing the Flyers hat over there to tease me with that.
Yep.
That's a great hat. Favorite? Well, it's got to be an Eagle then for me. Well, actually, let me go vintage. I'll go off Eagles. I'm gonna go Jim Thorpe.
Wow.
I used to collect Carlisle Indian School stuff, which is where he sort of went to college. It wasn't necessarily college. I had a big Carlisle Indian School collection back in the day, and I mean probably the greatest athlete in American history, as far as baseball, football, track and field, a gold medal Olympian in 1912.
Olympian. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I'll go Jim Thorpe, and then modern history. That's tough. I'm gonna go Nicky Foles. Nick Foles brought the first Lombardi trophy to Philly. Yep. So yeah.
I would have taken you for a Cunningham guy.
Oh yeah. No, I grew up. Randall was my first love. I adored Randall Cunningham. But yeah, Nick Foles brought the city to the championship. So I got to go Nick.
That's right. You got to go with him.
Yeah.
Because everybody in the comments was like, "Go Birds, go Birds." I'm like, well, I'm an Orioles fan too, but today I'm an Eagles fan.
Well, yeah. Is that a normal statement down there in Baltimore?
Yes.
Go Birds.
Go
All
Birds.
Right. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, except for ABC Matt said, "Go Knicks."
I saw that over there. I did pull up the comments on YouTube.
Yeah.
I saw Dan Decor wrote Philly Water Ice. Yeah, you gotta love some Philly Water Ice.
Oh yeah.
Water Ice.
They used to have one around here like a year or two ago. Used to have like a little stand, but they didn't last long. I guess nobody around here really cared for it. But I like that even when I go to Ocean City, or like to the beach and all, like they'll have stands like that.
Rita's is like a nationwide thing, right?
Yeah, that is true.
Okay. I'm just curious. I've never necessarily seen one elsewhere, but I assume they're everywhere.
Well, because are we talking about like, okay, in Philly, is it more like because Rita's is like Italian ice, and then there's like Polish water ice.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's a difference. I don't know.
There is. I know some of the like the pure like Philadelphia ones. I used to go to one in Port Richmond a lot, and that had like chunks of fruit in the water ice. That was a good one. That might have been a Polish because that's a big Polish area. But yeah, I don't think there's a major difference. But
yeah,
there's some.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the Polish water ice.
Yeah,
I
agree. You can't go wrong there.
But
well, your background is lovely. I love it.
Oh yeah, absolutely all the time. Is
crap's laying all over the place. But yeah, you look like you have a heck of a collection back here. What's your favorite 3 pieces back here? We want to get to know you. We want to get to know you. Yeah.
I mean, my real collection is on the other side of this wall out here. That's like my whole Eagles room. But this stuff is back. These shelves and this case over here that's inventory. So that's like all listed items.
Okay.
The cards are not listed. The cards are collection. Probably the favorite piece. This is a Chuck Bednarik rookie card right here. A short print from 48 Leaf. Very. I traded almost a complete 55 Bowman baseball set for it. Mantle, Mays, Aaron. So that goes pretty high dollar on the Chuck Bednarik. Then there's a group of Nick Sirianni autographs up here. You gotta love. Who doesn't love Nick Sirianni? Maybe you guys don't. I don't know.
Right, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, but it's always cool. Yeah, because I can't really see what's back there.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's me, but it looks like you got some heck of bobbleheads on the other side there.
Yeah, so that's an Eagles bobblehead. Well, that's an Enaman. I can't really tell where I'm pointing right now. That's an Eagles bobblehead. That's an Angels bobblehead. These are Kale statues. Fred Kale, he's a Baltimore guy. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Fred Kale.
No,
but
I'm not.
He's a sculptor that he did the. I think is there a bronze statue of John Unitas outside one of the stadiums down there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he did that statue. Yeah, he did that, but he's also a sculptor, and he did a series of NFL statues in the 50s and 60s, and that's a Colts.
Yeah,
right
it's tradition around here. You always gotta rub Johnny United's left foot when you're going into the Ravens stadium.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
That that left foot, it's like polished almost because so many hands have touched it over the years. It's just like extra shiny.
You want a cold? Touch that. No, just
or.
You said Enaman, right? So I watched your episode when you were getting away an Enaman, and I'm like I bought an Enaman, but I bought it at such a weird spot. I bought it at a video game conference, and the guy was out there. They were selling stuff, and the guy had all video games. In the middle of the video game was an Enaman.
Oh wow!
Like, what do you want for that Enaman? He's like, I'll do $20. I bought my Enaman for $20.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to hang out with Commonwealth Picker down in Virginia a couple weeks ago, and he gave me that Enaman, and then I gave the one away on Buy It All.
Yeah.
He also gave me this. I'm going to give away next week on Dibd It. I'm doing a show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. We're going to start to do it each week, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'll give away a little Commonwealth Picker hat next week on Dibd It.
And you were on there last night with Dan in Demand, right?
Yeah, 7 o'clock. I ran like an assortment of vintage items, Pennants, some handheld consoles, all kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Dan was doing mostly toys.
So you bought that video game collection.
Yeah,
I'm a video game guy. What was some of the marks in that? Good.
So I've listed all the NES games, all the it was a ton of magazines. There were like 80 90s gaming magazines, and that was one of the reasons I bought it, and we could churn through them with List Easier. Mm-hmm. And then I listed that and all the handheld games, and the listings about doubled my money with the listing so far. But then I got a lot of PlayStation games and all the consoles, maybe 10 consoles I got to test and mess around with.
Yeah,
but it was weird. I don't know a ton about the high end vintage games or consoles. I mean, I played all of that as a kid, but I don't know the market as well. So sometimes I'll make a big buy like that you sort of force yourself to learn a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you just have to do it.
Yeah.
You just pay up and it's just an education.
Absolutely.
Really, I mean, especially if you can afford to do it. I mean, it's
yeah. And the NES, I realize in the NES games are pretty liquid. Like I've sold like 25 of them in a week already. I mean, I'm sure I'm giving good
Wow.
deals out, but they're like moving.
Yeah, and most of them, like, you don't really ever have to worry about them not working. Like, I mean, they're pretty easy to clean. You know, if there are any issues or anything like that, but they're like almost indestructible. A lot of those cartridge style games like that.
Yeah,
I
it's a
will
lot
say
easier than a CD.
before you send them out, I usually clean my cartridge games. I make sure I do them with isopropyl alcohol and a Q-tip, and I'll do it and then wipe it off, because sometimes those little pins, they'll get really, really dirty. And then, you know, it's worse when you get a game, even if it looks clean, they'll put it in their system, and it comes up, and then they got to clean it themselves. So you just take like 30 seconds out, clean it. Yeah,
it's good to know. Okay, inside the end of it, you're going
in the end of it, just take. I dip the. There's other ways to clean it. There's cleaning materials you could take. It scrubs both sides, but I just literally take a Q-tip, dip it in the alcohol, rub it on both sides and then I'll flip it around and do with the dry end. We're not soaking it. Try not to get, you know, all that alcohol in there, but it's really not gonna hurt it, because the alcohol kind of evaporates anyway.
Okay, that's good.
Just trying to get all the dirt off of it. Yeah.
I'll do that before I ship the rest of them. Yeah, it's good. A good little tip. Yeah. Rather than deal with people complaining when they get it that it's dirty. Or whatever.
And that's almost guaranteed. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of people that don't know that, even buyers, and I've gotten messages over the years where I've even cleaned them. I'm like, we'll go over it one more time, and then I don't hear back from them. Everything was fine. Like, you know what I mean? I said it because I've done that whether it was N64 or Super Nintendo, NES, doesn't matter. Like, you can do that cleaning method for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there's a lot of PS1 games in that buy. There's probably like 40 games. And that's like, those might be a little more challenging with scratches and everything. So maybe I'll even just run them on Dibdit so I can show the back. And that's the beauty of live selling, I guess.
It is. But I will say that if you do have a game that has a little higher value, I would spend the $3 or $4 to have the disc resurfaced.
Okay.
Because you'll get the full value out of the game. A lot of people see the scratches and they won't bid as high, but I mean, that's okay for some lower dollar games, because you're going to expect to get that. But higher stuff, spend the $3 or $4 to have it resurfaced.
And where do you have that? Does GameStop do that kind of stuff, or where do you?
Well, no, GameStop they don't. But you could probably just Google it in your closest area.
Okay. And
that'll have it done. But if you're going to get into video games, I bought a resurfacing machine.
Oh.
So if I get discs, a lot of people just pass them up. They have some scratches on them. I can resurface them and bring them back to life. So
okay, that's good to know. I might have a buddy. My buddy specializes in games. Maybe I'll see if he has one. He probably does. That's all he does. Comics and video games.
Yeah.
Jay, do you test all your games?
No.
But if it looks like it needs resurfaced, you just resurface it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I very rarely get any comebacks on video games. I mean, maybe a handful my entire career selling on eBay. But you'll know when a game's, you could tell, like, so if a game has been water damaged, there's telltale signs from the label. The label will be wrinkled, on a cartridge game. The label will be wrinkled, and there'll be some discoloration in the cartridge. Then you could smell the stuff. Then that's when you want to open it. If you open it up, sometimes the boards get corroded. Now on disc-based games, also there'll be scratches. But another thing you want to do, turn the light, and then take the disc and put it up to the light and see if you see through the disc. There'll be a scratch where you can see through it. That means that the layer of the information has been off. That game is no longer any good.
Okay, that's a good tip.
Yeah, which is good. And then you'll see another. So if you have a disc-based games, you'll see the waviness of the inserts, or the waviness of, like a PlayStation 1 game. The cover is the manual. There'll be a wave in it, and that's because it could have been sitting in a basement forever. It could have been in contact with water, and then sometimes that makes you want to look at the disc even closer. If that disc has been sitting in, it'll mess up the information. But those are things you'll see over time after you look at them. So,
Okay, that's good. Yeah, good to know. I have to study them a little closer. Right, what is that red tape? I've never seen red tape before. What is that? Is that
eBay tape?
biohazard? Oh, it's eBay. Okay.
Biohazard. Yeah,
Biohazards. He's shipping biohazards.
buyer beware.
I like that. I've never used eBay tape.
Yeah, I kind of hate it. Like when you sell on all these other platforms, I don't really want to put eBay tape on the stuff I sell on other platforms. And sometimes I get caught up so much in shipping. I do accidentally do that. I forget to switch the tape out or something, and that's the only downfall of it. But I don't like paying. I mean, I don't really care for a lot of the boxes. I get a lot of boxes from Poshmark. So I think sometimes I'll get the tape instead of the boxes.
Yeah, I always get boxes, or I used to get the bubble mailers, but now we just get them from Amazon mostly.
But I mean, there's so many ways to get cheap or free boxes. I feel like compared to tape, I don't know. It's difficult for me to find like a good deal on tape. I feel like so that's why I think I'll prefer tape. You
can't start a Facebook post looking for free tape from people. In
Yeah,
your neighborhood.
Don't pull it off their boxes. Put it on the
gently used.
My wife got me some tape from her work, and it's like it's so awful. It's so thin. Like I wonder if I can even rip it. I don't even know. Yeah, I could just go like that pretty much.
It's probably not stick. Yeah, that's kind of like peels up.
Every time I use it, it crinkles up like this. It doesn't matter. It's the worst tape. It's like I keep it around for emergencies. That's it.
Well, I tell you, I'm the kind of person who used to just get all free boxes, make my own boxes. And yesterday, I ordered boxes for the first time from Grainger. We had 1 foot flipper on, and I paid 32 cents a box, which I thought is awesome. And I just go to Grainger and pick them up, and I'm happy with it. It's worth the 32 cents to keep me from doing anything else. I had a big Star Wars buy, so I was capable of buying the boxes that I need. When I sell the item, throw it in the box, and it's done. So,
what size were those boxes, Jay?
They were 10 by 6 by 4.
Okay. That's a good deal if you have a Grainger nearby.
Yeah, I do.
I don't have one close, but
I use Supply Hut, and I feel like they're pretty cheap too. I mean, I don't know what I pay per box. I have to check, but I buy a ton of boxes.
Because I think I bought a lot off of Supply Hut on Amazon before. So
really? Okay.
Yeah.
I knew they sold on Amazon.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually where I look first for supplies. I don't know. There was a couple other places I used to go to, but it's just I feel like that a lot of these other places would charge so much for shipping, and it would outweigh the cost or whatever. It would just jump up the cost so much that it didn't make sense. Like when Amazon, you have the free delivery.
Yeah, Quirky said he just picked his boxes up from Grainger yesterday. They're definitely cheap quality.
Yeah.
So I'll learn. Yeah, I don't know quality.
I didn't even know there was one around here though until we did that episode.
Yeah.
And we looked it up, and now Jay went there, so I might have to look into it.
I'll come back and tell you how the boxes were.
Yeah.
I think they're only single walled, so they're not double wall boxes, and that's okay. I think the single wall are just the quality I need. I mean, I'm not looking to keep me under a certain weight, so I don't have to pay more in shipping. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shipping is definitely spiked up a lot for everyone across the board, so it's nice to try to cut a little bit on the weight.
Yeah.
And it's going up again in July.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I wonder when everybody's gonna say enough is enough, but
what do you do though?
Yeah, that's true. Well, then
strong on the post office.
We're all gonna open up an antique booth because we won't be able to sell online anymore.
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace, local.
Yeah.
I mean, it might get to the point where like lower dollar stuff is tougher to sell just because people are paying more on shipping, right? So the quality of item or the dollar value of item might go up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's definitely getting that way, I think, already.
Yeah.
I mean, even though a lot of my stuff is small and cheap, but today, but it's like, I mean, like a little figure like this, it's still going to cost like $6 to ship them, and I
Yeah.
think
Oh, yeah.
it's like around $10. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
I kind of was hoping maybe it would drive people to buy multiple quantity and save, save on shipping that way, buy more.
You know what I heard?
I've
I
been-
never heard of this, but I heard Carrie, American Arbitrage. I think it was Carrie on the No Banger Sports Car podcast, talking about on collects. I don't know if you ever saw it on collects, right? I haven't.
no.
But he has it set, or you can set it so the minimum order has to be like $15. So people have to buy more than one thing, which is awesome. I mean, if you
Yeah.
can I mean, I know there's probably no way to do that on eBay, but if they would allow something like that, that would be great for your like low dollar card store. I mean,
Yeah.
forcing people to buy multiple things is great.
Yeah. No, that's actually smart. I mean, the way I do it on eBay, I added the shipping costs into the price of the item. So I just do it that way. But I mean, it's worked a little bit. I still get multiple orders, but I don't have people really having any issues with. They can't say anything about the shipping costs,
Right.
and
Yeah.
sometimes they might buy more. Like I have a few orders that it's like 3 cards today.
Nice.
So
That is the beauty of free shipping. If you build the price of shipping into the item,
And then you
that
sell
you
more.
won't get you sell more and you won't get those people like asking for combined shipping or like, can I get a shipping refund? You still might get that a little bit, but I know a lot of people are anti-free shipping. I don't do it. I do it on Etsy, but I don't do it on eBay.
mhm.
But it's nice when people buy multiple things. There's no expectation from the buyer that they're going to get money
Mhm.
back from the shipping. So
Yeah, and you're actually making more than you would have expected to because
Yeah.
you're shipping it together instead of separately.
absolutely,
Yeah.
Unless
Well,
you're an idiot like me at times, and I end up shipping both items separately because you're just going through the orders and shipping them as you go, and they're like, oh, same person. Oh well, yeah,
yeah. I've done that many times, but
yeah.
it happened. Last week, because I had a bunch of ticket stubs I sold, and the buyer wanted combined shipping, and I had this issue where, because I guess because items were already discounted, they couldn't do the request total from seller button. That I had like immediate payment on or something, I guess too, so they couldn't just wait for an invoice, and so the only way they could get combined shipping was to buy all of these ticket stubs. Luckily, they were nice enough. It was like over $60 or something like that in
Oh wow.
ticket stubs, and I had to refund the difference. I mean, that's crazy that somebody would have to spend, but luckily they
Yeah.
did that.
So they weren't free shipping. You had like a shipping charge.
Yeah, on the ticket stubs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I agree that it. I mean, I'm not going to complain at all about like instant payment. That's like the best
Yeah.
thing eBay ever did. But
Yeah.
it does. There's multiple buyers. It does make
Yeah.
a pain to deal with the shipping.
Yeah. Well, I tried to turn that off today. I was like, you know what? Because I feel like I was getting more orders when I didn't have instant payment on, and so I tried to turn it off today, and then it kept saying that when I would click into it and turn that off, when I hit save or whatever, it would say that nothing has changed or whatever. Like it's not, like it wouldn't update it, and it have a red banner up there saying nothing has changed. And so I can't even turn it off.
They're probably eBay saying, "What the hell's wrong with you? Leave this thing on. Why would you get rid of this?" Right?
But I mean, if you sell a lot of small items, that's kind of
Yeah.
what you're going to have to do if you want to
Yes.
get, bigger orders.
I do think there's a percentage of people that just don't care. They're going to buy it anyway and don't expect a refund.
Yeah.
Right. That's probably
Mhm.
not a big majority, but that's the majority I want to be buying for me.
Yeah,
People just so.
yeah, I agree. I typically probably don't refund unless they ask anymore. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same way. But the problem is, I think some of my old listings I have in my like standard description, I automatically and gladly combine shipping But
hmm
that's in some of those listings, even though I don't gladly do it and I don't automatically do it unless they request it. So sometimes that leads to some issues. But yeah, it's extra work that after you ship it out, then they can figure out what you paid, and then you go back and refund them because you have to refund each individual item.
Oh yeah, that was the thing too. Yeah, I had to go back and refund. I had like so many refunds, and I'm like, I'm sorry, it's this many. Like I had to apologize that like I had to refund them this many different times because it didn't count for one order. I mean, they should at least give us the option to like combine the order outside of the shipping area too, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's why I hate doing it, because you got to go through each thing and you're adding it up. And what did I do so far? If they would make it like you're saying, a simple thing at the end, I would do it for everybody.
Yeah.
But
and I think it was last week I said something about on Mercari how like with their trading cards they have this deal now where it's like 49 cents to ship one trading card. But when they add another card to that bundle and they check out, it automatically would upgrade it to ground.
Really?
And they would have to pay the ground shipping.
Well,
they did change it this week. I had another order. I actually had a few orders on there, but I had the first one I seen this week that was a multiple card order. It didn't upgrade it. So but the whole time they've been running this deal, and even before that, honestly, before they were running this deal, if people were buying multiple cards in a bundle, they would bump up the rate. They would think it was going over 4 ounces or something, which doesn't make any sense. But yeah,
that's weird.
But I think they realized they weren't getting that many card orders probably because of that. But I don't know how they're able to negotiate down to 49 cents, which is crazy.
Less than the price of a stamp. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll take it. And they extended that to the end of the year or something.
That's Depop or Mercari?
Mercari.
Mercari. Okay.
Yeah.
So I shipped some cards yesterday for my husband that he had set up for the eBay standard envelope thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at them because there were 3 cards and they were all in the plastic sleeves, the hard sleeves. Like, I'm not sure this actually qualifies for eBay standard envelope by the time, because isn't it not supposed to be in hard plastic? You guys know, right?
Yeah. I know Ray knows better than me, but I think you're not supposed to, but I know Ray ships them in top loaders, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I have as well, and I did get one back that says like non-machinable. It looks like it was trampled by like an elephant.
Right.
So I switched and I started using card savers, which are a little bit flatter and a little more flimsy, but I think still protect them a little bit. So I started going to that instead of the top loader. But
I took my chances and went ahead and sent them. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I mean, I had a couple get returned, but I think that's probably just one angry worker or something.
Yeah, I had one come back and said postage due on it or something. So.
Well, it was borderline, I thought. But it also said that when I was reading, the criteria for it, that you should be able to bend your envelope around a coffee cup.
Okay.
And I'm like, this definitely is not bending around a coffee cup either.
So when we had Page 1 Foot Flipper on, he said something about the standard envelope too, that because I think the longer, like our actual regular white standard envelope, like the longer type ones, not like what I have here, which I'm probably I'm gonna get in trouble for using like almost like a card, like a birthday card type envelope. But the regular style envelopes that you would ship in, if you ship in them, because it's longer, there's more of that area that is bendable, so you can get away with it more. I'm probably, because that's what happened with the one I got returned. It said postage due. It was like this style envelope. So hopefully I'm not going to have any issues. I mean, I went through a lot of these, didn't, but maybe you're more likely to have an issue with a birthday card envelope.
So what should a person do if it gets lost in the mail and your buyer's like, "Where's this at?" And the tracker says it's stuck in somewhere.
I've had that happen a ton. I don't know why. Ray doesn't have it happen at all, I don't think. But I do nothing. I refund the buyer and just do nothing. I know there's like insurance things I could claim, right, Ray? But I've probably happened like 10 times for me this year. Usually it's like a cheap card, so it's like whatever, but it's still annoying.
Yeah, I mean, you can file an insurance claim. It's pretty easy, but I'm trying to think. There's like a lot of specifications about it. Like they want to make sure that you shipped correctly, and I don't know. Like they're very specific. Like if it was overweight, they won't cover you. Even like Mercari, I've had this happen on Mercari where I've had orders that they would not cover me because they said by their records that it was over 4 ounces. I'm like, it was not over 4 ounces, but by their records, they would not cover me.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, but it's a risk. It's like one of those things. If you want to be able to sell more lower end cards to your buyers, more often than not, you're not going to have any issues. Like you shouldn't really have any issues. Yeah. But I mean, it's the risk that you take, and if you're going to deal with that every once in a while, it's not really anything to worry about.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
On the eBay standard envelope, that doesn't come with insurance, does it?
Yeah, no, it does up to $20.
It does. Up to 20. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the good. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, but it's another company that handles the insurance for that, and it's like you have to send screenshots of the tracking to show that it was really lost. Like it's so many things because it's outsourced. It's actually like it can be a hassle. And I think the last time I tried to do it, like their server was down, and I did just say forget it for that one because I'm not going to go back there and do the steps again.
I think they're counting on that, discouraging people from filing claims, probably.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Yep. Definitely.
Dan Decor says he uses number 10 envelopes. He ships his junk wax and penny sleeves with a full sheet pack slip and more. He has very few issues, and there's a PIP claim site you get paid back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the only reason I was asking because I usually ship cards out. Never have any problem except for I have one now, and it's the first ever. So, and I ship all my stuff in top loaders.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a fair amount, but I haven't had them in a little bit. So that maybe since I went away from the top loader, that's helped. But I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think.
The thing is, there's inconsistencies with it all through the board. Like, I mean, what our post office, they might let a lot of that slide. Doesn't mean the next person's post office is going to be the same way. I think that's really what it comes down to. Because some post offices, it doesn't matter for anything. Like they're so by the book. I mean, it could be anything. Like, there was a lady that was trying to send, they were flat keys, but because they were flat keys that they couldn't send them in a regular envelope or something like that. Because she was doing that at the counter. She was showing them and they're like, oh, no. But I guarantee you, if you sent it through a regular envelope and just put a stamp on it, it would have gotten there okay.
Yeah.
But she was kind of arguing with them about that. And I'm like, why'd you tell them? You shouldn't have told them. Because they were like, because they tried to tell her if it was just an envelope, even it was going to start at $2. I'm like, there's no way that anything at the post office is $2 for shipping like that. And then they were like, or it's going to be $20. And I'm like, how does it jump up from 2 to 20? That's a big difference. I felt bad for this lady.
In what world would those ever be $20?
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, because that's what they said. That's what it was. Without the keys, they were going to charge her $2. With the keys, it was going to be $20. That's what it was. And I'm like, how is this even possible? There's no way. It's just 2 little flat keys. There's no ring to it, like key ring to it or anything like that. There's no way it costs $20.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why me and Jay have the worst post office.
Oh, we do. Hey, I wound up going there yesterday. And so it looked like, so I got in there. I was like, wow, all the lights were off, right? And and I'm like, what is going on here? So I opened the door, opened up, and their lights were off in the big area, and all the lights were off behind the gate where they stand or sit. And there's two of them in there, and they're listening to rap music, and it was blaring, right? And they were waiting on one lady, and the one lady was finished. She walked away, and then they brought me up. I mean, they were nice, but when you said they were sharing stuff back and forth, they were doing the same thing. They were waiting on people to show. I'm like,
yep. They stopped mid-transaction. like it's like you don't even matter anymore. You're not even a customer. You're not
even a customer.
Oh man.
Mine is pretty good, thankfully, but it's like a one-man like store. It's like there's only one worker in there. It's a real small one. I have a bigger one I could go to as well, but I get them picked up at the house now. But they used to hate me when I walked in with like 35 packages, especially in the beginning, because I wasn't putting my own labels, and I would just bring them there, and they were like, they was angry.
Oh yeah.
But now it's easier.
You were their enemy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, that guy he became friendly. I saw him at my ex-mail worker. I saw him at a yard sale a couple weeks ago. He's a little picker now too. Maybe he was back then, but
he was secretly impressed by all the stuff you were shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what me and Jay are gonna do with the because what we got a month, Jay, till they close the
I know
all their locations, so we'll be forced to go to the regular post office.
Dude, I'm dreading it. I really am dreading it.
You know, back when I was doing a ton of whatnots and dibdits, I would like I don't know why I wasn't having to pick up at the house this time, but I used to bring them to my post office, and they would let me go in the back at the loading dock, and just like I would like mounds of packages on the loading dock. So is there any kind of backdoor situation at your post office?
Yeah, there is.
There is.
Yeah, Jay has more experience with that. Like I know he's dropped more stuff off. They told him to go back there before.
Yeah, because we were doing the whatnot, and we were bringing so many packages in. They didn't want to accept it through the front, and we had to go around back. But I always like to get everything scanned.
Yeah.
So we were forced to put everything in there and not have a scan done.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
They refused to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. My stuff would never get scanned back then either, unfortunately. At least initially when I was there. At some point it probably did. How's eBay Live going? Are you still doing that?
Jay? I haven't done a show in a couple of weeks.
No.
I've been kind of busy. And that's what happened with whatnot. I get busy, and then
Jay, you said a couple of weeks last week.
I did. Oh well, it might be 3 weeks. 4 weeks. I don't know.
A month.
Yeah.
Have you checked your eBay Live status?
Yeah, it was still good. They could throw you off at any time. They tell you have to do it a certain amount per week, and we kind of violated that already. So.
Oh, well, that's good. At least they're not too strict on that. Yeah, I mean it's a grind to live sell. I did it like once a week for like more than once a week for a few months late last year, and it's like the shipping for me on that is like it gets overwhelming. Like the next day, you're looking like a mound of stuff, and like where do I start? Right? I mean,
yeah, it's like
yeah, but I'm gonna try to get back into it because I still have a ton of inventory to move, and Dib's is a good spot to do it.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
Somebody was banging at my door.
And are you going to buy more stuff? Is that what it is?
It could be. I'm always buying.
Oh man, but yeah. Jimmy's here.
Oh, is he? Oh, I see. What's up, Jimmy? Where's Chad GPT? Oh, he's asking about the
he's asking about Quirkypicker chat. Oh man,
I brought a little stack of pennants to do some listing while I was in here, so I'm gonna get
get some work done a little bit.
They're all World Cup 1994 pennants.
Yeah, you got to get them up.
Yeah, I figure that's the time, right?
Yep. When does that start?
I don't know, to be honest. Is it July?
I thought it was June.
June. Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
June? I don't.
Yeah, get that up. I had sold that that poster that I had. I think I showed on Buy It All before. I sold the poster with the mascot dog from I think '94.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. I think I got around 50, like between 40 and 50. So
I think I had all these listed at some point, and what just happened here? But I have them on like Etsy, and I don't have any on eBay, so I might as well. These were all unlisted. This group,
wow.
for some reason.
Yeah, definitely. This is the time to sell them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I know they were supposed to get bids. Well, I think because they're bidding to have the one game at the Raven Stadium. And obviously, we didn't win a bid for that. I don't think so.
I saw that the Cowboys players can't be too happy. You could just see like they were complaining about the turf there for a while, and because they had the World Cup there, they put all fresh grass in. But it's only temporary. They're going to take it out as soon as the World Cup's over, apparently. And they also did things to cover up the windows where they let the light shine in. But I think that's also temporary. They've been complaining about it for a long time, but they'll probably get it back to where it was before.
I mean, why do all the extra work? Just, it's being paid for probably by the World Cup.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why would they undo it?
Yeah. I mean, that's one way to get what the players wanted, and you have to pay a dime.
Yeah. I love that team's so dysfunctional. I love it.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, them being the Cowboys and you being an Eagles fan, you have to hate on them anyway.
Oh yeah, I mean, growing up, that I was equally as happy if the Eagles won or the Cowboys lost. I mean, they're both just bring me pure joy inside, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys like that with Pittsburgh, or is
yeah.
Yep.
Well, I feel like definitely during the Ben Roethlisberger era, like we definitely we didn't like we really it was a big rivalry then. But now I don't feel like it's the same. Yeah. It's just not like there's not as much hype behind it. Like, I mean, because there was so many. I think back then there was like a lot of like fights and arguments, dirty plays. It was almost they hyped it up a lot. Now it's not there anymore.
Yeah, and I think the Steelers have been in like a situation like what's the area between heaven and hell? What is that like?
Purgatory.
Purgatory. They've been in purgatory for a long time where they're like 8-8, 9-8. They just make the last wild card. They're in the playoffs or they miss the playoffs. They need to bottom out for a couple of years. Not even worry about Aaron Rodgers. I don't know why they bring him back.
Yeah.
Because once you get like that kind of situation, that happens a lot in the NBA where like you're just at the tail end, you're not in the lottery, and like you just always stay there for a decade.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of teams get stuck there. I mean, look at the Browns.
Yeah.
I mean, really, to be fair, because if the Steelers aren't competitive anymore, the Browns are just always the Browns. Like I don't think they'll ever learn. And then the Bengals, I mean, I think they still struggle a lot. So like really,
yeah.
I always say it like the Ravens always have the best shot at the division, but we still mess that up.
Well, the Browns are only losing because they got rid of Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, I think I'm on the wrong podcast today.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So, yeah. Football chat.
Yeah, so we should get back. Yeah, we should get on something else. What was your favorite pennant you've ever sold?
Favorite pennant. Let's see. I sold a Federal League pennant. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Federal League, but that was like a league in 1914 and 1915 that competed with like Major League Baseball, but it didn't last very long. It was only around 2 years. They like stole a lot of the big name players like Joe Tinker and others. I forget the name, all the players right now, but their pennants are like super scarce. They didn't make many of them, and I bought one in an eBay lot like 15 years ago. There was like a 7 pennants in an auction, and they were just, it was a 7-day auction, and I won it the last second. That pennant sold for like $9,000.
Wow.
It was a it
Wow.
was a Baltimore team, actually, Baltimore Terrapins. So they were like only around a couple of years. They were a very cool like turtle graphic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What did you buy the lot for?
it's like $250, I think.
Man.
Yeah.
Dang.
So that's the best one ever, my favorite one. But I've sold. There aren't many pennants that go for over 1,000. That's sort of a rarity. But I've sold some over 1,000.
I'm gonna
Did
keep
you,
an eye
did
out
you
for
skip
that.
flat lay? Or did you roll
That
it?
one I sold in person, so I didn't have to worry about it. But I would roll it. I think those pennants I would. A lot of the early pennants, there's really no reason to ship them flat. They're the kind of soft felt they are. I guess there's occasional like pennants that have leather in them that maybe those you don't want to roll the leather too much, but the regular soft felt like sewn leather or printed graphics, I mean, rolling is perfectly fine for them.
So for the people who you never really sold pennants or getting into or has a few pennants, if your pennant's dirty or it has stains or there's wrinkles, I know it's compared to what kind of fabric it is.
Mm-hmm.
How do you take care of that to maybe ship it and get more, or to take care of it, to clean it, to maybe get more money out of it? Is that something you do or you shouldn't? You
can. I mean, I've done it a little bit. You can always iron them. I mean, almost every pennant you can iron. Especially like a lot of the 60s stuff, it like gets wrinkled up and so that you can iron them. I don't iron right on the pennant. I'll put between a towel or, under a towel and iron it. And that works well. Cleaning it is tough. I'll vacuum. I'll like lint roll. Very rarely I'll actually bleach. If you have a white pennant that has some bleeding, you could paint bleach into those areas, and that will work.
Mm-hmm.
I've even tried like putting some in a washer that were just like so filthy. That doesn't end well. I wouldn't try a washing machine. It was an experiment, a failed experiment. But yeah, you're sort of limited in the cleaning you can do, other than some bleaching you can occasionally do on a white pennant. Mainly it's just vacuuming and ironing.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
A lot of those vintage pennants are felt, right?
Yep.
So you have to be careful because felt will bleed really bad. The color on
exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want to get most of them. You don't want to get wet for sure.
Yeah.
So Sarah sells small. She said, was that pennant the most expensive pennant you've ever sold?
It is. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. My most valuable one now. I think I have it. Let me actually grab it. I think I can reach it.
I mean, you just pull a Jimmy and get up.
Yeah, I did. I pulled a Jimmy. Here's a.
Red Sox.
That's in like a 1915 Red Sox World Champions Babe Ruth era. So that's the best one I have listed right now. But
that's nice.
This is an interesting story. Oh, hold on. I'll plug my earphone. 1 second.
That's all right. Take time.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I forget how the guy reached out to me, but I connected with a priest that, whether it was like maybe a Facebook post or Craigslist. No, I'm sorry. He reached out to me through my website, and somebody had donated like a trunk of old pennants to their church as like a fundraiser. And they reached out to me, and I went to, this is right when I started YouTube, but I didn't feel comfortable wearing a GoPro into like the priest quarters, whatever you call that.
Sure.
There's a name for that. I don't know. And there was a trunk full of pennants, and there was a lot of early, like good college pennants, like Carlisle Indian School, Yale, Harvard, all 1910 era stuff. And then this was in there. This was definitely the cream of the crop. So that's the first time I ever picked out of a church, and I paid fairly. You don't want to mess around with the priest when you're paying.
All right.
Yeah. So I paid him pretty fairly, I think.
That's pretty good. So people out there want to look for pennants, or they just come across them. I know not all pennants are going to be thousands of dollars, but I know there's a lot of $50, $100 pennants out there.
Yeah.
What should they be looking for? What's the how should they tune their eye to really find something decent?
Yeah, so I would say pre 1970. If you find like soft felt, like almost a wool or a very soft felt stuff that's like very flexible. If you hold a pennant up and it just flops over, that's what you want. If they're like these World Cup pennants from the 90s, these have a little bit more of a, yeah, grab one. They're a little bit, they have a little more, well, that's a little floppy, but some of them are not floppy at all. But yeah, if you get to like the real soft felt printed graphic stuff from the 60s and before, that's the ones that generally going to be, probably going to be at least $50 to $100 if you get like a Yankees pennant or, a Chicago Bears pennant, but they can go up. They're several hundred for that kind of 40s to 60s era Major League Baseball or pro sports, football, baseball. So I saw a ton of college pennants as well. Anything like sewn letter college, they're going to be teens, 20s, 30s kind of time frame. You're probably going to be able to get $40 to $50 for most of them, or if not more. You're going to research them when you get them. But so sewn letter college pennants, pre 1970, like pro sports pennants, and then anything that just you can envision somebody like thinking be cool hanging on their wall. That just has a great decorative look. Those will have, they'll be sellable for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, those are great tips, and you're knowledgeable on that, so we might as well speak to somebody who's expert at it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, the other good one too, and you don't see these very often. They're pretty rare, but advertising pennants from like the turn of the century, they command crazy money. If you get like a like a pennant advertising for a certain chocolate company from the 1910s, that's probably a $400 or $500 pennant. I've sold a ton of them. Not a ton, but I've sold a bunch of them over the years. But that's definitely something that you're going to scoop up and buy if you find it. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed you're always finding really, really great stuff. It's like Pennsylvania, the capital of the world for all vintage stuff. I mean, you're finding great things.
Yeah, it's a good spot. I've only ever picked in Pennsylvania, so I don't know and Jersey. I do a lot of Jersey shopping as well. So I got to assume Maryland's pretty similar, and we're close enough that we're probably no. I guess it's having the market. We have some. Yeah. I could drive an hour in any direction and hit a flea market any day of the week, and that helps to have those markets that I could go to at any time.
Yeah.
And there's certain days, like Sundays, I could drive an hour and go to 4 different flea markets and probably find great stuff in any of them. I don't go to all of them. I just go to one. But so there's options out there for shopping.
I mean, a lot of. I'm sorry. Go ahead, guys.
No, I was gonna say, where do you do most of your picking at?
New Jersey. I would say 2 spots. New Jersey. What's that?
Well, what I meant was like flea markets or
flea markets.
Flea markets.
I mean, I started going to auctions, like auction houses. A lot of that stuff dried up around me during COVID. They just went online. There's still some, and my dad goes to a lot of them. I don't go to any really ever. So I started with auctions, but then flea markets really is where I do. I do shop yard sales. It's sort of a rare thing for me to find the kind of stuff that I love to find at yard sales.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll buy stuff at yard sales and flip it, but the flea markets is definitely where I want to be.
Is there a lot of competition where you're at?
There is, especially my Sunday market. Like that market, I woke up like this past Sunday. I woke up at 3 a.m. and I set my alarm for like 4, but I woke up early and I got out there at like 4:30. I'm like, it's an hour away. I still got to drink coffee and list before I go anywhere, so I did that first. And I actually beat my competition that day. I was shocked because he's there in the dark every Sunday morning, and I beat him there. And I buy from him anyway, so even if he buys something, I'll still have the opportunity to buy it. But there's definitely competition at that market, particularly that people will hold stuff for different people. So sometimes you don't really get an opportunity at some of it. But yeah.
So with that type of caliber of merchandise, are you typically paying up to a little bit more? Or are you getting things still for like $1, $2, and $3 because people don't know what they have?
Yeah, that one you have to pay up more for sure. That market, it's like an antique market, and people will come from New York, and it's a hotbed of antique antiquing, so you don't you don't get a ton of like dealers in there. It's like $1 here, $1 there. Columbus, I go to, you will find that more, that there's some clean out guys there that, just, they don't want to take any of it home. You can get some better deals at those kind of flea markets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the typical flea markets we have around here.
Yeah. And those are great. I mean,
Yeah.
you can find some great, amazing deals at those flea markets.
Yeah. But the thing is, like Jay knows, there used to be a lot more of the flea markets around here. Like I'd say, probably the last few years that like 2 of them are just gone.
They just died. They bought the property.
Yeah, that's really what it is. A lot. They're getting really good offers from like housing developments or like the one I think was bought by like Johns Hopkins. So it's like, I mean, how do you compete?
Oh yeah,
happen any moment.
Yeah, it's the real estate's the issue, right? If that there's more value to the owner of the property as real estate than selling a $20 space. Yeah, so
right.
That's the issue with antique shops that I was talking about. A lot of them closed. Like I've been in 2 different shops that closed down. One, Pepperidge Farm, bought the whole property and we had to get out of there. So that's why some of that is just the real estate is too valuable for renting space out of an antique shop or a flea market. And they tend to be, that's why I drive an hour everywhere to get to one, because they're always tend to be more rural, where there's a little more land out there that people can use for flea markets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
but a lot of the markets around here, they're gone now. So it's typically one in a central location.
Yeah,
I mean, to maybe reaching, I don't know where another would be. That's how.
Well, how far for you two, for driving to like Roots and where's that again? That city is that I know Ray's been there.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half away. It's like is it Mannheim? Like I know it
might be Mannheim. Yeah, you might be right.
Quirky's right near there.
Yes, that's doable for you guys. I would think even like Renegers too, like that. That's probably a similar distance.
Yeah. I've thought about trying to go out there to Renegers at some point. I might have to make the drive. Yeah,
I wish there was stuff closer to me, because that is like 2 hours. I could get a lot of shipping done, a lot of listing done driving, but I haven't. That's the one time I'm not really productive. But I'm listening to audiobooks or podcasts. I wish I could find a way to like list while driving. That would be just.
That's
get a Tesla.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's could do that.
Give it a few years. We'll be doing it.
Yeah. I just talk to my car. Have it list for me. Like that's. Well, somebody get on that.
Yeah. Get on that.
Yeah.
You just lay the stuff on the table and you tell it take pictures, and it just automatically like takes pictures and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh man.
I
couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine that. Like, you could be in the driver's seat and just like hold up the item, like it'll take a picture of it for you and just automatically list it. Like you don't even have to.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'm more talking about actually doing things like I'm still paying attention to the road, not like taking a photo, but maybe like telling it, reading out the description. Yeah. But yeah, that's even better.
Well, I mean, if you have a car driving for you.
Yeah, that's true.
But then, how good is the car going to drive if the car is multitasking?
Yeah.
That car's gonna be expensive.
Yeah.
Put it to work. I mean, think about it. It's your robot.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, it'll come. Until I can get a chauffeur so I can list in the back seat while he's driving me out to the flea market, I guess.
There you go.
That's coming too, yeah.
I got an offer on a Philadelphia Eagles thing while we're here. So.
Nice.
It's a
it's
got like a piece of a game used football.
Oh, is that like a photo, like a framed piece?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
By Upper Deck.
I sold a Kurt Warner one, I think. I got an offer too. I got an offer on a Braves pennant. Let's see.
There we go.
Where is that?
Offers.
It's not bad.
Oh, we got Spam Banshee in here.
Yes.
What's
Bridget.
going on?
That's the part of the primo pairing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Spam. How's it going, spam?
You guys see that? I seen this on the news today. That and I'm saying this because she's in here, but they have a spam hot dog
I
that they
saw
came
that,
out
yeah.
with.
Really? Really?
I saw that in the Crumbs and Combos podcast with Dan and Dave.
Oh, okay.
And I told my wife that she was going food shopping right before we recorded. I actually told her to get some for me, but she refused. She told me that causes cancer, so I guess I'm not getting a spam hot dog. I don't know if that's true or not, so I don't know the false advertising here on the reseller lunchbox.
No.
So would you put ketchup, mustard, and all that on your spam hot dog?
I would definitely ketchup and mustard for sure.
A chili and cheese spam hot dog? Would you do that?
Yeah.
It's still a
You're
hot
gonna
dog.
have to put something on it to cover up that taste of that spam.
Well, now I'm hungry, guys. You done talked about spam hot dogs.
I'm gonna text her to get me those spam hot dogs right now. See if she.
No, here's the real question: Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I used to think it wasn't. I'm going to say hot dog's a sandwich.
Is a hamburger a sandwich? I guess.
I guess hamburger's a sandwich too. Yeah.
Well, I failed a job interview because the guy interviewing me just popped that question up, and I had no idea how to answer it. I didn't get hired.
Are
you kidding?
Yeah.
I love that. Well, you want to see how you think. Like, so I used to interview people. I would ask them, I would take the old adage when Google used to ask, if you were, shrunk down to like 1 or 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters, and you were put into a blender, how would you get out? And to see how you would think.
Isn't that?
Oh no, there's an answer to it.
Yeah, but that question's that it's in that movie. Is it the Interview or something like that? With, Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson.
Yeah, but they never answered it. Google actually asked you those questions.
Okay.
And the answer is jump.
Jump. There you go. Okay.
That's the
I
answer.
would just jump out.
You had to have some ups though. If you're how tall were you? Pretty small, right?
Yeah, but so to break it down, if you go by the size of the animal, the distance they have, the smaller they are, compared to their body, their distance is way further. So that is going to assimilate down to you as the human. You would jump way higher than,
Okay, interesting. So yeah.
Bizarre.
Get pretty theoretical here with our.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, that's too much.
Yeah, and you'd be smaller than a spam hot dog.
Well, look, I'm thankful for questions like that because the hot dog, is that a sandwich question? That's probably the reason I'm still reselling. Because,
What was your answer? You remember?
I couldn't even answer. I was like, I don't know. Like, this is just weird. Like, I couldn't stop laughing because it was like just, I don't know. I've never would have imagined going to an interview. I didn't even know how to answer it. I literally was laughing. Like, what can we just go move on?
What kind of question was that? Yeah.
It literally, and the interview ended after that question, so I knew it wasn't good.
Hey, Den Decor said, "Is a hot dog a hoagie?" Can you make a
But
hoagie out of what's a hoagie?
But a hoagie's a sandwich, right?
Yeah, I mean, a hot dog is not a hoagie, but they're both sandwiches. That's all.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the actual definition of a hoagie?
Good question. I mean, I would say a hoagie might be a long sandwich with multiple layers of assorted meat.
Meat
or whatever, cheese as well. I don't know what you'll call it.
Let me just ask Google, what is a hoagie?
Yeah, they'd be better than I.
What is a hoagie?
Google. Yeah, we don't ask Chad around here.
So a hoagie is a large, hearty sandwich made by stuffing a long split bread roll with deli meats, cheeses, lettuce, tomatoes, and various condiments.
Okay.
And it is the signature regional name in and around Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Ah.
You guys don't call them hoagies down there?
No.
Just at Wawa. That's it.
So it's a sub. What is it? A sub?
It's a
It's a
sub.
sub.
Sub here.
Okay.
Yeah, hoagie is a grinder. They call them grinders too. Not here though. We don't have grinders. We just
I
call
feel like
them subs.
I think a grinder, at least up here, is just isn't that like a hot sandwich? I feel like I don't think a grinder is like a cold one.
I don't know.
Like a meatball grinder.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite steak place to go to? I know you're battling up there. You know.
I'm a Tony Luke's guy, and that's like not one that most people talk about. But if I go there, I'm getting a roast pork. They get like a sharp roast pork with sharp provolone. That's the way to go. But
pork.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not
the stadiums.
Not a cheesesteak guy then.
I mean, I would eat it. I like a cheesesteak. I actually was a pescatarian for a couple years. I didn't eat any meat.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Just fish?
Just fish and a lot of like fake. Like actually, I had Mrs. Flips getting me some fake lunch meat right now. I still try not to eat a ton of meat, but until the Super Bowl where Nick Foles brought home the trophy for us, I was at the. We had a pregame party at the Twins Stadium, and with StubHub, I think through that, and I all they had was like meat, so I had to eat meat there, and that broke me of the pescatarian.
That was it.
It's just like this tastes too good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
But I'm thinking now I'm so hungry, right? We're here in the middle of Reseller Lunchbox.
That's the food portion. That's the food.
What's
segment.
your favorite sub or hoagie? I'm gonna go. Today is my favorite. I'm gonna go with a meatball sub with extra light marinara, extra mozzarella.
I like it. Can't go wrong with a meatball sub.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ray. What are you thinking about?
What's the one I like? I think it's called a New Yorker. And they have like it's I think it's roast beef or something like that on it with it's like coleslaw and Thousand Island dressing. I think that's what it is.
That sounds good.
What was the name of it?
I think it's called a New Yorker.
New Yorker?
Yeah. Yeah, there's only one place down here that has it.
I had one like that, which might be on my list too. Similar, it's like yours sounds like a Reuben style thing, right? Mine was called a turkey Schwartzy, which was like turkey, like a Thousand Island dressing and some sort of and coleslaw, or I think they also do it with sauerkraut. Similar idea though. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow. And Lori, what's yours?
Probably meatball.
Yeah.
But I
can't go wrong.
But I do like a good tuna salad.
Yeah. Can't go
Also,
wrong there,
so.
Yeah.
I like good tuna salad too. What do you like in your tuna salad?
Where's this going? This is all food.
Well, I was going to actually go way to the left, dude, and say, all these alien things are coming out. Do you think aliens would really support reselling?
It's either what are we putting in our tuna or aliens? Like what is going on?
They were trying to get engagement. It's like, what is these guys talking about? Now do aliens really?
Jay, you are really out there.
You are out there.
That's okay.
You might be an alien. That's how out there you are.
As you know.
What is that thing next to you, Jay? Is that Palouse thing? Yeah.
This is Lightbox.
Oh, okay.
So it's
closed.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
3x3x3.
That's a big one. Yeah, nice.
Well, Jay, what happened to your bottle that you had?
So I put that on the other side of the room. Yeah.
That freaked me out so bad that day. That we had Jay on the Buy It All podcast, and he had this what was it? What kind of beer was it?
It was a what was it? Now I gotta know. It actually wasn't a beer. It was it was a liquor.
Oh, okay. But he got up out of the desk and had this bottle of liquor on the table. We're like, was he drinking out of the liquor bottle? Then when he came back and picked it up, it was like an oversized, massive bottle.
Yeah, it was huge.
It looked like a
the
regular
whole optical
bottle.
illusion.
Yeah, it was trippy.
Yeah. Like they thought I was getting drunk on the podcast.
Probably have to. That's Jimmy's secret, dealing with me and Ray over and buy it all.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that was it. That was
Okay.
it.
That's it.
Just took
Yeah,
it.
with-
Wow.
Burnett's vodka.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it was a good time drinking it all. You know, it's like,
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, that was wild because I mean, the way he got up and like, wait a minute, that like thing changed in size. I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot. Optical illusions are crazy sometimes. They have I think because they have a museum in DC that's like dedicated just to that.
I think I might have went to that.
Okay.
Maybe I did. I was a chaperone for my son's band trip to DC a few years back, and maybe they did go to that.
Did anybody go sourcing at all? Like find anything or?
My last was on Sunday. I did a little sourcing. Buttons mostly, like 500, 600 buttons, pin backs.
More buttons?
love it.
More buttons. It was the guy had bought a collection of like 80,000 buttons, and he was selling them at $1 each for 6 weeks. And I bought like maybe 1,000 over that course of 6 weeks. And then he dropped it the last day at $4 for $1. So I had like bought 600 of them. And I've been selling a ton of them for like $15 each. But I tried to negotiate to buy the rest, and it didn't go well. I didn't get them. But
Yeah, I Saturday I bought a Star Wars collection with lightsabers, helmets.
Oh, wow.
And,
Yep. My dad was telling me about that.
yeah, over 100 figures.
dang.
And I
Wow.
went back and bought 27 autographed jerseys with 40 memorabilia tickets, all autographed. Everything was Beckett certified, and 12 pictures and 3 footballs. And then the next day I bought $1,500, $2,000 worth of Lego sets, but they were open, but I got them really, really cheap. And I figured I didn't want to mess with open Lego sets. A lot of stuff, the bags were closed inside. So I hustled them off real quick, made $50, let somebody else take them. But I was able, in that deal, I was able to keep some DeWalt sets and some, well, heck, I got some here, and some closed Lego stuff. This stuff's like, you know, a little older, out of print stuff, but these are sealed.
Oh, wow.
They're like $35, $40 a piece. And the guy who went to pick up the Legos from me, he loved it. He said he didn't care. He was driving a Lamborghini. I'm like, dude, you're going to have to, where are you going to put this? And he opened it. The front had the trunk in it. I was like, I got some room.
Lamborghini? Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Lamborghini. Yep. So he's buying off Facebook Marketplace. And he tried to knock me down on price. And I mean, I wasn't moving. I was like, you're getting it for, this cheap.
Yeah, if you're gonna try to negotiate, don't roll up in the Lamborghini.
Don't roll up.
Yeah, really. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I know. I try not to wear like my best clothes when I'm out picking. If that makes sense. Like I don't know. I specifically
Want to look poor?
He wants to look poor.
Well, I don't look
Like you're
poor.
falling on hard
Like,
times?
I don't always look poor, but I try not to wear like a shirt that I just bought like last week or something like that, like brand new shoes or.
I wear expensive like vintage clothing when I'm out picking, but I don't think your average Joe knows what a vintage T-shirt costs. But it does pay off because people will ask, "Oh, you buy Eagle stuff or you buy this or that?" So that it's like a walking advertisement at times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think like if you have like a graphic tee with something on it, or like a hat, like with the sports team, like I've had Marvel, like I have a Marvel T-shirt that I've worn before, and I've had people ask me if I want to buy comic books or different things like that. They literally went in their house; it was out at a sale, and they're like, "Oh, you're into comics," and they brought it out, so I had the first pick, and I didn't even have to ask.
That's awesome.
So
yeah,
definitely helps.
Yeah, when my daughter was younger, I used to take them with me, and like if I see something I know is gonna be a little bit more money, I'd give that. They'd have a couple dollars on them, and I'd be like, go over there and ask them for it, and they would always give them a better deal, and because you're a kid. And I'm like, but it was never for them; it was always for me. But
Yeah,
I mean,
work it.
It's a tactic. You gotta, you have to work it. And hey, shopping with Cheryl says vintage sports flips area is way too clean and organized. Not sure if she could trust you.
Oh wow. Well, don't worry. Don't worry. If you go to my warehouse, you'll see you can trust me. It's a disaster over there.
Corky said, "How expensive are your regular clothes, right?"
They're not that expensive, but like, well, I would say probably when I was younger, I was buying like stuff at the stores all the time, and when they would first come out, and that's probably I just still have that whole mindset. But nowadays, most of the time, I'm buying clothes probably at the flea market or like different thrift stores, whatever. I don't even hardly shop in stores as much.
I don't blame.
But
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, some shoes sometimes. Like, I mean, I've had some shoes that were like $200 shoes. I'm not gonna bring them out and like, $200-300 shoes or anything like that.
I don't think I've bought a T-shirt or anything like that in a clothing store in several years. It's to me, it's all like vintage stuff I buy on Whatnot or Did or wherever. I like that. I like somebody else have been doing the work for me to break that shirt in 20 years ago and really softening it up for me.
Yeah, it feels better.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
I was
absolutely.
watching, who was that? One guy on YouTube. His name escapes me right now, but he was talking about buyback programs for clothing companies. Huh. So there's a company that's working with Goodwill now that are buying the clothes back from them to turn them into the other companies. And there's other companies that are getting ready to jump in these programs. So you won't see secondhand from Goodwill or thrift stores because they want to be able to sell their clothes themselves secondhand because it's a bigger markup and they make way more money.
Makes sense.
So how is that going to affect reselling in general? I mean, what if everybody jumps on that bandwagon?
That's interesting. I mean, thankfully, a lot of the stuff that I sell is stuff that's like, there's not like a company, not a modern company that still makes it, right? Like this all over print Randall shirt. Like there's nobody still making anything like that. But you're right. I guess those stores are trying to like protect their
intellectual property, maybe.
Yeah, intellectual property and the pricing of their items. If they can buy like a vintage polo shirt and mark it up for even more than a modern shirt because it's like vintage and it's being sold through them. I mean, they're sort of protecting their market a little bit, but it definitely would kill that segment of reselling.
Yeah,
I think for sure.
I mean, kind of worried. I mean, where else, is how safe is reselling? I mean, I know it is. I mean, pretty safe, especially if you're selling older things, items that really can't do anything about. But once it starts creeping in all these areas, because there's a lot of clothes sellers out there, I mean, that would really affect them and affect the secondhand market.
But I wouldn't say it didn't hurt like when GameStop started. That didn't hurt like video game selling, right? So it might be the similar kind of idea.
Right. Well, yeah, and I think it would if GameStop offered better prices because there's some resellers out here that are on YouTube that you send games to them and you can make more off them buying the games from you than you can eBay because they turn it and they sell it on Amazon or they sell it direct to their store. So if you're offering great prices, it will take that stuff out of the market, I think.
Makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, maybe not 100%. I don't believe 100%, but I mean, there's an area there that could kill it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure if that would happen, Polo and Calvin Klein or whoever, North Face, whatever companies are doing it, that stuff would be tougher to find, but probably still sellable. Maybe the prices would go up on that stuff if you did find it.
Yeah, and I believe so. Yeah. Hey, Den, see you later. That was good chatting with you guys.
Yeah, see you, Den.
Thanks, Den.
But Lori, how's everything going moving forward with your new place? Any updates there?
Nothing new really, except that the online auction we're having ends tonight. Starts closing at 6:30 p.m. And my husband's been asking Chat GPT based upon how many bidders we have and where we're at. what our expected take home is going to be. Interesting to see if ChatGPT knows what it's talking about or not. It's predicting we'll make like $3,000, 3,000 to 3,500 is what it's predicting. So, so we'll see.
Did you give your stuff to like a local auction company? Is that what you did?
No, we're doing it ourselves.
Okay.
There's a guy that kind of runs an online estate sale company, and you can give your stuff to him to do it, or he'll, for a flat fee, $100, we can load it all ourselves. He gets the buyer's premium they charge, but we get all the rest of it. So
what site is that through, like live auction or something, or what kind of site is that through?
It's a local, it's called MEBID, MEEBID.
Okay,
So
interesting.
it'd be kind of like a quick bid or something like that, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
So,
Nice.
yeah, so we're trying to unload because we're going to be moving in less than a month now.
Wow.
And
Jeez.
get rid of as much as we can unload and have to move. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Excitement's getting high.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of crap in the auction that I think nobody would want, but it has bids on it already. So
Oh wow, well, that's a good start.
But,
yeah, if it's already getting bids.
yeah.
I mean, that's the thing though. Like, there's always so many things you can find that you don't think it's anybody would even want. Like, you know, how many times I put something up for sale, I'm like, oh, this looks like trash, even, and people are like, they want it. Like, and it could be. There's so many things that people collect.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
So I
valuable to
went.
somebody.
So the place that we're buying, there's a portion of the building is a small event space, and they have a lot of stuff that they use for the event space. So they reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in buying any of that stuff. And I said, yeah. So I went over there and met with them yesterday to kind of look through stuff. Well, they also have a whole lot of stuff that was just in the building when they bought it. And they were like talking about getting a dumpster. And I'm like, oh no, don't do that. Don't throw this stuff away. I said, I would rather you leave it here, or I'll give you a little something for it or whatever. There are treasures there. She was showing me some of the stuff she was going to pitch, and they were like vintage light fixtures, and yeah, I'm like, don't throw it away.
Yeah, that's why clean out people have the best gigs, right? Where they're just getting that stuff for free, or sometimes they're getting paid to take stuff.
Paid? Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. That'd be a good
That's
gig.
a pretty good gig. That's a lot of work too, but
It is
yeah.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
I owned a clean out company.
Oh, really?
I worked for banks and had a business. But you take care of other things. So you see the people doing clean outs. They do way more than clean outs. They do mold mitigations. They take care of any property, tarping, grass cutting, taking up the snow, make sure you shoveled. They make sure you winterize. But when you go into a house, that stuff's just left there. And I tell you, out of all the houses I've ever been in, you don't find televisions. You don't find computers. People take those basic things. They take those things because I guess those things mean the most. But you'll go in. I found my first house my brother and I wound up doing. We found $7,000 in gold.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
When we sold it out. And you
wouldn't think somebody'd leave that behind.
Yeah, there was thousands of dollars. I think I may have told this story before. There was thousands of dollars in this doll babies. And you can make so much money, the things you run into. They'll leave the antiques in the house. They'll leave tools galore. You'll have more tools you can shake a stick at. So, yeah, but it's good. Yeah. And then sometimes you get to go in the houses. Like I've had cars, motorcycles.
Damn.
I went to a house one time. There was bins, and in these bins were filled with big box PC games. All of them. Just half of them were new, half of these, and this we're talking about 12 years ago. And some of the stuff still sold well. But yeah, you can make, there's so many things.
You're probably still sitting on some of that stuff behind you, aren't you?
No. Nope.
No.
I tell you, and there's another cool thing. So we had you find old pictures, and one time in an old picture we were actually going to go in the market in the morning time because We collect the stuff. Saturday we do the markets, and Sundays we do the markets. And the back of the picture frame came off, well, the paper, and there was 3 $100 bills that came in and started flying around. Yeah, so we double checked everything. There were some $100 bills.
Well, that's the market I set up every Sunday. People talk about it, but that was the place that they found the Declaration of Independence inside a picture frame behind like a painting. So yeah, I always take apart old frames for that reason. I found stuff in the back, but nothing of not cast or nothing super valuable.
Yeah, I had I was buying a autographed Nomar Garcia Parra 8x10 photo before, and I bought it. Got home, and I thought it was just one. There was 4 of them behind the first photo.
That's awesome.
There were 4 of them. You know, so you always have to check the photo frames.
Yes, you do. I mean, I didn't. That's something I didn't do.
Yeah,
I do now.
Yeah. Why did you stop the clean out business?
Yeah.
Because I wound up moving to West Virginia. My mom had cancer.
Oh,
and
okay.
My father, he needed help too, because he came up to actually work in the business, and because he lived in West Virginia, and he wound up getting a part of his foot chopped off a week after he was up here, and then we left everything and went down there. And down in West Virginia, there's no money to be had in that business. And come back up, we were going to do the business again, and decided it's just too much. It's way too much work for the stuff that I wanted. The clean out stuff, my favorite thing to do, but not every day is a clean out thing.
I see. Yeah. So the upkeep of the property is more. It was more work than the clean out part. That was, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's like one of those things you gotta value your time. See. I mean, time is worth money. So if it's going to take too much work or too much time to do that, it doesn't make sense. I mean,
yeah.
I think we all deal with that even a little bit too. Where how often do we pass on certain buys?
Yeah.
I think the way to do it would be to just get those connections to the clean out people. So you're paying you're paying them a little bit of a premium, but you're still getting first access.
And the companies pay you. I think we were doing like $45 a yard. So a yard's 3 by 3 by 3, and they pay you $45 for every yard of debris you move. So wasn't bad.
And some of that debris, you're getting $45 per cubic 3 feet of gold, right? That's a pretty good gig. You're getting paid to move the gold.
Yeah.
But not all of them can be great. Some of them are just
trash.
Oh yeah. I've been in those. I mean, the basement clean out I was doing, we left a lot of trash behind. We didn't have to clean it all out, but there's a lot of stuff that would have been a lot of work to move, like a treadmill, and we didn't want to mess with it. But
I didn't want to mess with those big things. I didn't.
Yeah.
And I don't think I have it in me anymore to be moving all that.
Oh yeah. Me either.
I mean, it's fun while it is, but only that part.
Yeah. I mean, when you first walk in there, sort of the unknown, like what are you going to find? There's probably not much more excitement in reselling, like those kind of picks where everything in that place is yours, right? But then when you get to the nitty gritty of it, you got to move all the junk out. Then it's like a different.
Then it's a whole different thing, because they'll give you the property. They'll say, "Well, I want you to go take a look at this property," and the first thing you do is to get into the house. You have to do a lock change. So you do a lock change out. So you secure the property. And then everything in that property is now yours. You take care. You do the bidding and everything. You take the pictures. But when it's in there, like I'll tell you, when I first went in after I secured the property, knowing I'm going to get the stuff, I look around and see what's good first. And then I'll take that, and I would take it and leave it with me. Rather it be a whole truckload, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And when we had to go back to do it, the first thing we do is always look for the metal. You take the metal and you run the whole scrap of metal, because then you make money off of that. And then everything else goes, you'll do dump runs, and then you'll do whatever's keeping, you take it back to storage units. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a system for sure.
Yeah. A lot of work though.
Oh yeah,
A lot of
no
work.
doubt.
Yeah.
My husband wants us to try to get into the estate buyout business. And I'm like, that's the same. It's the same kind of work. I mean, having to take it all and clean it all out. And like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know how you bid. I don't know how you bid on I mean, I guess we'd figure it out. But how do you make a bid on an estate?
I guess you
Yeah.
first figure out how much money would make off the estate.
How
And
do you figure that out when you're just looking around and
how do you figure out anything? You just take, I guess what sells quick first, and then maybe tabulate that, and then how long you're going to sit on the next stuff, and then tabulate that up, and then you come up with a percentage of how long the money you're going to sit on. If you take 90 days, 120 days, 1 year, and then the quick stuff, and then you just hopefully the quick stuff pays for everything.
Yeah.
I guess the real challenge when you walk in there and that kind of stuff, if it's obvious you're buying it, but sometimes you're getting paid to move it out, right? So how do you start that negotiation when you don't know you're getting paid or you're paying somebody? Like that's an awkward start to the conversation.
Yeah, it is.
Like you're paying me or am I paying you? Yeah.
We've made 2 bids on different estates over the years, just that we kind of had the opportunity, came up, but neither person liked our bid. So I don't know, either we were doing it wrong, or I think part of it that they don't realize how much work it is that we're going to have to do on their behalf to take it all out of there.
Oh yeah. If they call like 1-800-GOT-JUNK, they're paying a nice chunk of change to move all the furniture out of there and all that. So they're not factoring that in.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, 1-800 the deal says, what's the tap score on that whole thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you got to figure out, the tap score.
I don't exactly know how to calculate the tap score. I've heard about him talk about it. I don't know the whole exact calculation of it. Oh, I think Ray, I think you're muted, or is it just my end?
Yeah, you're muted. I think
my bad. I forgot.
There we go. So he is still here.
I didn't want my shipping be too noisy.
Look at this guy ships while we're doing the podcast. He gets
well, it's a working live podcast, right?
I listed some Pennants over here, I must say.
Yeah, so if you're not doing any work, Jen, it's your fault.
I am. It'll take everything I have in me to concentrate on everything else. I would not even be able to talk. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, well, I didn't talk. I was muted. So, well, even if I did, you couldn't hear me.
Chirp.
I've mastered that. I'm at work, like on the phone with somebody, like, here's the blood result. This is that. I'm editing photos while I'm doing it. So I can I fine-tune the multitasking. I shouldn't admit that.
Growing up, I loved video games, right? So I played video games. And I see these streamers, they're playing and talking at the same time.
Yeah.
I could not do that. I can't make it happen.
Yeah, it is hard. I'll be just talking gibberish, not even know what I was saying, for sure. Yeah.
No. But I was saying with the tap and all, I don't really know how to fully calculate it either. I'm really bad at math, so I usually have to just follow Quirky's diagram. He usually posts on Instagram. I'll go over there, and I think I might have one saved. I don't know. I just go over on Instagram and look at it.
That's funny.
That's cool.
But yeah, it helps.
Yeah. But for me, if I buy a group of 100 things, and one of the things will pay for the whole group, I don't need to know what the tap score on it is, right? When you get 99 items for free, then that's the way I like to buy it. I'm going to buy in some bulk where I know that a little bit's going to pay for the rest, and then the rest you can slowly sell off or live stream it or put in the antique shop or whatever. Not to mock the tap score. There's definitely some value in some calculating.
I'm missing the thing. Like Corky said, yes, you work while we talk. Promise next week I work.
You promise.
We've seen Quirky ship a ski out on here.
Yeah, that's right.
A ski. I feel like he's always shipping large items when he's on.
He's showing off. Nah, not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should tell us in the chat. What are you guys shipping today?
Oh yeah, yep.
That's a fierce rival right now between the Buy It All podcast and the Reseller Leftovers podcast, stealing our topics.
Yeah.
Stealing
So
our-
yeah, watch the episode on Monday because
yeah, we're coming for blood this week.
yep.
Dude, we missed our segment of research.
Oh, we did, didn't we? Well,
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to talk about.
we can still do it real quick. We got 15 minutes left. So let me see. What were we doing? Ice cream scoops.
That was the thing, I think. Yeah.
All right.
We're doing ice cream scoops, but we got King Pennant here.
Yeah. I
still,
know
he-
We're missing an
else.
opportunity.
He might want to know the scoop.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
He needs to know the scoop.
I mean,
Yeah.
he goes, Keith goes to vintage and antique markets and stuff like that. You might find a ice cream scoop that
I think I've even sold some vintage kitchenalia. Is that what you call that?
Okay.
I don't know. I just add alia on the end of anything.
You've got more pennants in that pile than I've ever owned in my entire life.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I bought a collection of 30,000 pennants like 3 years ago, and then this collection was like 12,000. And these are all they're all duplicates. Like, so they're what I love to list, right? There's like 20 of this one, 5 of that one. So just multi-quantity.
I just had it then. All right, let me see.
I love the multi-quantity.
Yeah, absolutely. But problem is I took a picture of I'll show you my picture. I had like the pennants, and I have like 2 fingers showing that I took that pennant, but I don't know which pennant it is because I didn't really show the part of the pennant that would differentiate it. So I'm gonna go back through and count.
All right. Hit highest.
All right, guys, we're gonna research some ice cream scoops.
Yeah.
How excited are you? Tell us in the comments. Tell us in the comments what's your favorite ice cream.
There you go.
Hmm.
All right.
There's a couple pretty pricey ice cream scoops that are sold. I'm assuming Ray's going to show them.
Okay. I have no idea what this is. CJ Hendry ice cream scoops. They don't even look like ice cream scoops.
What the hell is that?
Well, I have no idea what that is.
Oh,
It's like.
I wonder if it's a painting.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it might be. It's
That would
like
make
the
more
description's
sense.
awful. It doesn't say anything. Like,
And the seller only has 1 feedback, so I think that might even be like a little money laundering. There.
okay, it is.
Right.
Yeah, it says purchase from artist website, but it just says like
Mhm.
ice cream scoops ×5, yellow, green, light blue, red, purple, and that's it. So
Okay.
So don't overlook the ice cream art. Okay.
Vintage ice cream scoop disher, unusual. That looks like a medical tool.
It does.
Yeah. all right.
But $900, I'd like to find one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Next one. There we
Hey, Ray,
go.
while you're looking it up, Ray, I was just listing this Orlando World Cup pennant, and I saw the King of Pennants has the same one listed. I'm undercutting that bugger. I'm selling
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, undercutting him.
Sarah, Sarah sells smalls like mint chocolate chip.
That would have
That's
been
a
mine
good one.
too. Yeah, that would have been mine
Yeah.
forever. I don't eat chocolate anymore, but that was my go-to.
Also, Keith's a mint chocolate chip fan.
Yeah.
I like birthday cake ice cream or like Reese cups in ice cream. I don't know what.
What is
Wow.
this? 1920s pie. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Alamoder.
Alamode, what do you say?
They're like it's ice cream scoops, but in like a pie shape.
Pie shape. That's interesting. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe because if you give pie a la mode with ice cream on top, you probably want it in the shape of a pie slice.
Pie, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fancy. That is fancy.
here we go. An electro freeze blizzard.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, I'm not shipping that. I'm probably not touching. Let's see. See, some of these aren't vintage though, but Breville is like an ice cream maker, I guess, to look out for.
Okay. Breville.
$400. Wow, there's a lot of sold comps too.
Wow.
But
Ninja.
I should have put vintage in the title.
Why not? I
Well,
mean,
not necessarily, because
yeah.
that one that's selling for 400.
Yeah,
You're gonna find more of this stuff than
true. Whoa. All
sterling
right.
silver. Okay.
Just goes to show there's something out there, and just the
For
craziest stuff.
everything. Yep.
Yeah.
What is this? This one's shaped weird too. It's
Economy
flat,
flat.
round. So now, is that like a disc?
Yeah. Well, the more expensive the ice cream scooper is, the better the ice cream tastes.
So
Of course. Yeah.
maybe I'm doing it wrong. You don't want to look for like an actual ice cream scoop. You want to look for like certain shapes or something, like the pie shape or this
unique shape to the scoop.
Yeah.
It sounds like the
I probably wouldn't even think of it as an ice cream scoop though.
Yeah.
There's an ice cream scoop trigger.
What?
Just the trigger alone.
What?
Wow. I wouldn't know what that is if I saw that. So, yeah.
More of those Brevilles, even used. I mean, $200. Wow.
Shopping with Cheryl says Breville is a great product. It's a workhorse and it lasts. Yeah, for that price, it better.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Cutco. Everybody knows Cutco.
Everybody knows Cutco.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just the first page, but yeah. Let's see. And then all right, so yeah, definitely look out for
Interesting
ice cream
shapes.
and interesting. Yep. Let me see.
What was it? What was it we talked about last week again? I forgot already.
I don't even know. That's bad. It's been a week and
We were supposed to be on the lookout for it this week.
For the stuffed animals.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Yes. I'm glad somebody remembers.
Let's see.
I didn't do any sourcing, so it was hard to look out for anything.
What was like Fitzgerald and
I'll give you one you guys can look out for. If you find them, I'll buy them from you. But these guys, this is not particularly what it is, but little carved wooden like college mascots. This is like a drink pour, like the metal is inside. You pour it, you put it in a bottle. The little Harvard like mascot.
Okay.
But they make these as little statues, like 3 inches tall. All the colleges, like even some high schools, from the 30s, 40s. Very good money. If you ever find little carved wooden statues and they have the name Carter Hoffman on the bottom of them. I mean, I've sold some of them for $500-600, some of the rare ones. But
wow.
If you find college wooden mascots, definitely buy them. And there's good value there. And reach out to me because I'll leave myself a little room, but I'll pay you pretty strong on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck me running across one of those. I've never ran across one ever.
Oh no. Yeah, they're not too common, unfortunately, or probably
right,
why they're worth so much.
Keith, this one's for you. All right. Let's see.
Oh man. Vintage.
I think you bought this lot of 90 of them, didn't you?
That would last me a long time.
Well, they're mini. Those ones are mini. They're probably pocket size.
Yeah,
but
travel ones.
But look at this vintage Vaseline.
What do you need all that Vaseline for?
I mean, yeah, we should explain to you the resale lunchboxer over here why I'm buying Vaseline. And I haven't bought it in a while, but I use Vaseline to restore baseball gloves.
Oh, okay.
So we joked around and on Buy It All that I have a giant vat of Vaseline in the warehouse.
So you're a catcher, not a pitcher, right?
I'm neither.
No, I mean, like Yeah, with the gloves, right?
Oh yeah, okay. I got you.
What? Oh, what are you guys talking
I
about?
don't know. I don't know. Never mind.
But I don't even know what to say after that. but I don't know. I mean, it is interesting though to use, it's Vaseline to restore baseball gloves, right? And just that whole process to do that. Like, I mean, like, so like real quick, before we go, what how does a glove have to look for you to use like Vaseline like that?
I mean, I'll use it on
Restore.
any glove as long as it. Sometimes I buy them and they're already like conditioned. You can tell they're a nice shine to them, the nice glow, the leather soft. But a lot of times when you find them at a yard sale or flea market, they're gonna be dusty. They were used, probably have dirt on them. So I will clean them first with a leather cleaner conditioner. Weiman's is the brand I use. Weiman. You can use that on like upholstery and stuff too. And then I clean it with that, buff it out a little bit. Then I apply Vaseline. Work all the crevices with the Vaseline, and then buff it out pretty good afterwards. I knew when I say crevices, it wasn't great. Don't make that a short, Ray.
Oh man,
we've delved deep into this thing.
Yeah, we delved deep into the crevices of a baseball.
Delve is coined by buy it all.
Yeah.
You don't have the right to use that, Jay.
What is the word? No, you should make videos like doing those. I really like watching those people that redo those gloves, condition the gloves and do all. Man, I don't know. I like it when it goes from like dirty or nasty or just old looking to like restored. I mean, I watch every one of those videos.
And I have made some, but I actually put them in the members only section of my channel. So I got to make some more for the general population. But yeah, that 1-800 the deal like that, because he said Puffy said the same thing about the crevices. So
we're losing again.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, that's
too much.
Yeah.
Keith, you're funny, man.
Oh, accidentally that time.
Oh, that.
But it is true though. The gloves between the fingers, when you get all those little areas that with the cleaner, not I guess nobody ever called it a crevice before, but
you restring your gloves too?
I don't. I mean, I have a guy in Ohio that for really high end gloves that need to be restrung or need like significant restoration, I'll send to him. But that's only for pretty expensive gloves. I don't do that pretty routinely. Early, he'll do that with helmets, footballs. In fact, there's a football right there, a melon ball. I can't point properly with it, but that ball I had him restore. It's like a 1910 melon football.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
What's the earliest era glove that you've had?
1880s. They'd be earliest, and the earliest. It wasn't very long before that. The fingerless glove. I've never had one, but they came out in the around 1870. I do have a pretty good video on my channel. It's like the evolution of the baseball glove. It's a pretty short video, but takes you through the whole evolution.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1880s, like a workman style crescent or workman glove. The earliest gloves had no webbing between the thumb and forefinger.
Right.
That's you can tell when they're super early. They look like a glove working in a machine shop or something.
Yeah.
Really. Yep.
Hey Sarah, this is exclusive Vaseline content.
Yeah.
You're right.
We need a sponsor.
Yeah.
Sponsor. Maybe save the sponsor for Buy It All, but yeah.
We're just gonna get like custom labels that go on a Vaseline container.
That could be the sticker. That could be our sticker. Yeah.
There
you go.
Hey, I know we're getting ready to leave out. I just want to thank everybody for stopping by. Everyone in the chat who left a comment. We appreciate every single one of you. And I
Yep.
just wanted to say
Thank you.
thank you for coming by. Yeah. And
Yeah,
like, again, we're every Wednesday, Thursday. I'm
Wednesday.
sorry.
Whoa,
Wow.
whoa.
Boom. Every Thursday at 12 o'clock. And I hope to see you again next week. And
Yeah.
I want to thank Keith, Vintage
Yeah,
Sports.
thanks, Keith.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a fun time.
Yeah, it was a fun
Yeah.
time. You know, he knows a lot more about Vaseline than most of us, Sarah. So, you know.
Sarah knows we talk about all kind of stuff on my Wednesday night lives because
Yeah.
we go very off topic over there on Wednesday nights. Pastime Picks podcast.
Yeah. That's definitely anybody watching. Definitely go check out that Pastime Picks. It's a lot of fun. You do games over there where you guess the sold price and everything. You do a giveaway type stuff, and sometimes it's fun. And you guys do the draft. So you're like, what'd you guys draft last night?
Mythical beasts last night we drafted. Yeah.
Mythical beasts.
And we sprinkle in reselling content like sales of the week and stuff, and it's fun. And then get very off topic at times too.
Well, why don't you tell them where else they can find you? Because you also said you had a website.
My website's antiquesportshop.com, which is pretty much a dead website. It's still there. I haven't updated it in years, but I use it to buy merchandise, so it's there. But mainly YouTube, vintage sport flips. I put out a video every Saturday, 1 o'clock, picking like first person picking videos. And then we have our Wednesday night lives on that channel as well. Vintage sport flips on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Rips and Brews, which is my card channel on YouTube. We have a live on Sunday night. We're doing a hops and hits where we do beer tasting and card ripping. And then Buy It All podcast, of course, with Ray and Jimmy every Monday at 9 a.m. Those videos come out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Seriously, you are busy.
Yeah. I don't like to let the mind have a rest. I want to keep it active because that's otherwise the mind's a dangerous thing when it's not focused on 1,000 different tasks.
I don't think it's caffeine. I think it's Vaseline that's giving you that.
It's a blend. It's a blend. Right.
Yeah. Now in a couple hours after we get off here, I got to deal with you for another couple hours.
Yeah.
Because we're going to record Buy It All. So check out, maybe, watch this and then, and then go over Monday morning, check out Buy It All. Yep.
Yeah. Introducing a new segment this week that we may or may not have stolen from
absolutely.
the leftovers.
Yeah. I mean,
so
allegedly, right?
Yeah. Allegedly. Yeah.
But all right. Thank you guys. Definitely tune in next week. We will see you then.
Thanks, guys. Peace.
Bye.